seen this movement on social media, kind of, I guess, I don't know, like people trying to debunk the manual therapy thing, or saying that it's not evidence based,
They don't
that
read
there's not
research.
what, yeah, exactly. So can you expand on that? Because this is something that it's interesting, because even into like the general population, I find myself having to say sometimes like, well, that's not really entirely true. You're really just hearing one side of that story. So can you expand on that? What is the state of manual
Oh,
therapy and the evidence at work?
yeah, this stuff gets me really frustrated because we have a lot of people talking about evidence-based practice who don't understand what evidence-based practice is. We have a lot of people talking about research who don't actually read research, right? They just
Right.
parrot what some guru said on Instagram. Um, there's a few layers of problems going on here. We have people cherry picking systematic reviews and using a failure to refute the null hypothesis as proof of anything, which that
Can you
right
expand that in
there,
layman's terms? What does that
oh,
mean?
I definitely will.
Okay.
And then I think last, but not least of the points I was going to make is, some of these manual therapy techniques are the most well supported techniques in our body of research. Like, I cannot, let's put it this way, if joint manipulations are not well supported, literally nothing in our arsenal is well supported. If you're going to set the bar above joint manipulations for high quality and high volume of research, there is nothing.
Right.
Exercise doesn't come close to manipulations. In fact, what would probably come after joint manipulations would be dry needling, which people are like, oh, dry needling doesn't. There is a ton of randomized control trials on dry needling, right? So we have these weird things going on in physical therapy where people are like, there's no research, or there's not sufficient research, or the research isn't good enough. And I'm like, you just knocked down the 2 or 3 things that are most well supported. So if those aren't well supported and you assume anything you're doing in practice is a better
Is
idea,
right.
you're wrong,
Right.
right? Because the evidence is relative. And that's what we also have to keep in the back of our minds is evidence-based or evidence-supported is a relative statement. It's not a binary statement. You can't say it is or it
Or it
isn't.
isn't.